Hello students, we are going to start with English 1 Unit 4 Lesson 4 My Elder Brother. This is the story of this is short play is about two brothers who are very attached with each other. This story play is about two brothers who are affectionate and respectful to each other. The story also shows that learning from our day-to-day experiences is as important as what we learn from books in the school. This play is based on the famous story in Hindi, Bade Bhai Saheb, written by Munshi Premchand. So this is the story of the two brothers who are very respectful and affectionate, means very attached to each other. And the story is telling about day-to-day experiences that is as important as books we learn from the school. And so this story is written by Munshi Premchand and it is taken from the Hindi Bade Bhai Sahab. Let's see. Here are the two brothers. You can see the younger one and the elder one. Scene 1, a hostel room. Here we can see first scene, a hostel room. Two brothers aged 9 and 14 years sitting on a study table. The elder brother Bhaiya is reading a book and the younger one Munna is drawing pictures of birds and animals. So in a hostel room there are two brothers sitting, the younger one and the elder. So one boy is of 14 years, one brother is of 14 years and the other brother is of 9 years. The elder brother is Bhaiya and the younger one is Munna. And so his big brother, the elder brother, is reading book and the younger brother, means the brother which is small, is drawing pictures of birds and animals. Bhaiya, the elder one, is telling, "What are you doing, Munna?" So Bhaiya is asking to Munna that what are you doing, and Munna is saying, "I am drawing." Bhaiya, when will you study? Where were you in the morning? So Bhaiya is asking to Munna that you are drawing, but when you will study and where you were in the morning. Munna is saying, turning pale, "I was playing." Bhaiya, how can you sit with a book for hours together? So Munna is telling that I was playing in the morning, and Munna is asking that how can you sit with books for hours? For hours I cannot sit with books. Bhaiya, that's because I want my foundation in education to be very strong. If the base is strong, then the building will stand firmly. Sometimes it takes me 2 years to do 1 year's work. So Bhaiya is telling to Munna that I want my foundation, means I want my study career very strong. I want my education to be very strong. Say Bhaiya is telling that if the base is strong, then building will stand firmly. See, our base is clear. If we are clear in the years, so we will be clear in 10th or 12th. So it is telling that base should be clear. Munna, Bhaiya, you are 5 years older than I am and 3 classes ahead of me. I wonder why you keep writing the same word 20 times, one sentence more than 20 times, and copy poems several times in beautiful letters. So Munna is asking to his Bhaiya that you are 5 years older, means you are 5 years big than me, and you are 3 classes ahead, means Bhaiya is 3 classes ahead from Munna. So Munna is telling that I wonder why you are writing one sentence or one line 20 times and one poem several times in beautiful letters. Bhaiya, you know studying English is no child's play. One has to work very hard in order to learn the subject. So Bhaiya is telling that to learn English, to study English, we have to work very hard for this subject. To speak or write English properly, tremendous effort is required, but the moment you get a chance, you run to the field, play marbles and fly paper kites, or sit idling away with friends for fun. Can't you sit down and study? So Bhaiya is telling that English is very difficult. For English you have to work hard, you have to make very much effort. But Munna always like to play marbles, to fly kites, or sit idle with his friends for fun. So Bhaiya is telling that you have to work hard for English. Munna, oh Bhaiya, there is a big mela in the village today. Should we go? So Munna is telling to his bhaiya that there is a big mela, big fair in the village, and should we go? He is asking to his bhaiya. Bhaiya, have you ever seen me going to a fair or going to watch a cricket or hockey match? I don't go near them. I prefer to study a book. So Bhaiya is telling that you have ever watched me playing a cricket or watching a hockey match or going to fair. So Bhaiya doesn't like all this. He only prefer to study a book. I don't mind repeating a class for more than 2 years, but you might stay in the same class for your life. Do you expect to pass if you waste your time playing all the time? You are simply wasting father's hard-earned money. So what Bhaiya is telling that if I can sit 2 years in one class, I don't mind it. Means there is no problem for me. But if you sit your whole your life in one class, then what will happen? You are wasting the money of your father. Our father earns money, and you are wasting it. So Munna starts crying on being scolded, and sobbing sounds wah wah bah bah are heard. So Munna starts crying on hearing all this. On hearing his brother, Munna starts crying. Munna, Bhaiya, I feel like running away and going back home. So Munna is telling to his brother, I should go home. I don't want to stay here. Bhaiya, now stop crying. Put on a nice smile. Look, I will make a timetable for you to follow. Get up at dawn. So Bhaiya is telling that now stop crying and I will make you a timetable that you have to follow. So here is the timetable. 6 a.m. wash your hands, have your breakfast and sit down to study. 6 to 8 English, 8 to 9 Maths, 9 to 9:30 History, 3:30 then off to school, 5 to 6 Grammar. So this is all the schedule that is made for Munna, that Munna has to follow. Munna, but when is the time to play? So in this schedule there is no time to play. So Munna is asking when is the time to play. Bhaiya, what is the need, Munna? Munna, oh, I love the green fields, the gentle breeze. I want to jump up like a football. I like the touch and go and make sounds of the kabaddi, and the hurry and flurry of volleyball pulls me like a magnet. As soon as I am on the field, I forget everything. So Munna is telling that I love to play kabaddi, cricket, football. These all are the things he loves to play. So he is telling that when I am in the field, all these things, all this play pulls me like magnet, and so I forget everything and start to play. Now see, there is scene 2. The final exams are over and the results are out. So in this scene 2, the final exams are over and there are the results. Bhaiya, alas, I have failed once again. So Bhaiya, the elder brother, is failed once again. Munna, oh, but Bhaiya, I have passed and topped my class. Now there is only 2 years difference between us. But Munna has passed. See, the elder brother who was telling Munna to study is failed, and the Munna who was not studying and playing is passed. So Munna is telling that now there is 2 years difference between us. Bhaiya, but my dear brother, don't be so proud. You have passed only one class and you think that I am stupid and you are smart. So Bhaiya is telling to Munna that brother, don't make so proud. Don't be so proud. You have passed only one class and don't be so proud. Once in a while in a gilli danda game, you might get lucky and hit a goal, but that does not mean you have mastered the game. So Bhaiya is telling to Munna that when one time you win in the game, but that doesn't mean in a gulli danda you can win one time, but that doesn't mean that you have mastered the game. You have to work hard to be successful in life. When you have to study a subject like algebra and geometry in higher classes, then you will understand the importance of hard work. So Bhaiya is telling to Munna that when you will study the subject like geometry or algebra, you will understand the importance of what is hard work. You have to work very hard for all these subjects. In geometry, if one writes ACB instead of ABC, the answer is marked wrong. So it is telling that in geometry, when we write ACB instead of ABC, the answer will become wrong. The examiners will not spare you. They want you to learn word by word from the textbooks. So you will get fail because the examiners will make you fail. Munna. Oh, Bhai Sahib, this is scary. I don't think I want to go to the ninth class now, but I will still complete my day's homework so that I get no punishment in class. So, by hearing all this, Munna is scared, and Munna is telling that I am scared to go in the ninth class, but somehow I will manage it and I will complete my homework so that I don't get any punishment. Bhaiya, just today we were asked to write a short essay on the topic of punctuality in 4 pages. And imagine, can something be written on 4 pages and still be short? It's all so mixed up. So Bhaiya is telling that today we got an essay to write. Essay means comprehension on punctuality, and it was we have to write it on 4 pages. So Bhaiya is telling that how someone can write essay of 4 pages and still be short. Munna, thinking aloud, thank God it was time for school, or else the scolding would have gone on and on. So Munna is telling that Munna is thanking God that it is the time for school, but all else the scolding will be going on and on. Now see, there is scene 3. The results were out once again, and it so happened that Munna passed and Bhaiya failed again. Bhaiya was really upset. Munna was also sad seeing his brother so unhappy. Bhaiya now becomes gentler with Munna. Munna became naughtier because of this and studied even less than before. So on scene 3 there is also a final exam, and once again Bhaiya, the elder brother, is failed, and the younger one, that is Munna, is passed once again, and now there is only 1 year difference between them, and now his bhaiya is very upset, and on seeing this Munna is also becoming upset, but by Munna has passed the exam, and so now Munna will become naughtier and he will study less. Munna, talking aloud. Ah, I am lucky. I can pass easily. I need not study so hard. Now I can play games with my friends and fly kites. But I should still be careful that Bhaiya does not see me flying kites. So Munna is talking to himself that I am lucky, and now I can play with my friends and I can fly kites and I will get pass. But I have to remember that Bhaiya doesn't see me flying kites. One day a kite is flying slowly downwards. Munna starts running in order to grab it. Suddenly he comes face to face with Bhaiya. So one day a kite was flying and it was coming downwards. So Munna was running to catch that kite, but suddenly he came face to face with his Bhaiya. Bhaiya, catching hold of Munna's hand, aren't you ashamed to be playing kites all day long? Don't you realize that now you are in the 8th class and are not studying in a lower class? If you think that I am just one class ahead of you and I can't say anything, you are wrong. So Bhaiya is scolding to Munna that you are playing kites all day. From all day you are playing kites, and he is telling that now you are not in lower class. You are in 8th class and you have to study hard. I am 5 years older than you are and will always be. Understanding doesn't come only from reading books. Look at Ma and Baba. Ma has never gone to school and Baba has only passed 5th class. So Munna is telling to his bhaiya, bhaiya is telling to Munna, the elder one is telling to younger one that we can scold you. The elder, there is the responsibility. Bhaiya has responsibility of Munna, and bhaiya can scold him even he is one class ahead, because bhaiya is 5 years elder than Munna, and he has the right to scold him, and he is telling that look at our mother and father, they have only studied till 5th class and still they understand more than us. Munna, really Bhaiya, is it true? So Munna is asking that Bhaiya, is it true? Bhaiya, yes, there are 1,000 things that they know more than you or me. And even if we have studied the wisdom of the whole world, Ma and Baba will always have the right to explain us and correct us. So Bhaiya is telling that our parents have studied very less, but they have the right to scold us and to make correct us, because if we study the whole book, the whole world book, then also our parents have the right to scold us. Now what would you do if I were to fall sick today? So Bhaiya is asking to Munna that if I get sick today, what you will do? Munna is telling, I don't know Bhaiya, I would tell Baba and he would rush to the hostel. So Munna is telling that Bhaiya, I will call to the father and father will come to the hostel. Bhaiya, I had expected this answer. Now Baba would not get upset. He would first try to find out what was wrong and then he would call a doctor. Baba would know exactly what to do. They have more experience than us. So his father is telling that uh, his Bhaiya is telling to Munna that Baba will not come directly here. He will first see the things. Father will first see the things, that what is wrong. He will call a doctor and then he will decide whether to come here or not. So all this comes from the experience. Munna with tears in his eyes, Bhaiya, I am sorry. What you say is true. So now Munna has understood everything and now Munna is telling that Bhaiya, I am sorry and now what you say is true. Bhaiya hugs Munna lovingly. Bhaiya, I also like to play and fly kites, but if I also play, then how can I watch out for you? You are my responsibility. So Bhaiya is telling to Munna that I also love to fly kites, but if I fly kites and play whole day, how will I take care of you? And Munna is saying that I love you Bhaiya. And so here our chapter is completed. Now see new words: foundation, firmly, tremendous, idling, repeating, simply, sobbing, freeze, flurry, difference, mastered, algebra, geometry, examines, punishment, punctuality, realize, wisdom, expected, exactly, experience, and responsibility. So these all are the new words. Word meanings is foundation, that is solid base. Schedule means timetable. Essay means comprehension on any subject, so composition on any subject. Idling, without any purpose, means lazy, means not doing anything. Mastered, again, expertise, skilled, firmly, stable, tremendous, more than enough, sobbing, crying in low voice, strolling, wandering here and there. Now make sentences for this word. Foundation. Grammar is the foundation of a language. Firmly. I firmly believe that the moon is the queen of the night. Tremendous. It needs tremendous effort to score the highest marks in the exam. So using the word you have to make the sentence. Idling. Lazy boys always gossip idling away with their friends. Dawn. My uncle has decided to leave the house at dawn. Schedule. Every student should make a daily schedule to follow. Flurry. We punched a flurry of blows on his opponent. Mastered. Eklavya mastered archery. Now see, answer the following questions. What are the things that Munna like to do? So we know that Munna doesn't like to study. Munna like to play marbles, fly kites, play volleyball, kabaddi, gulli danda, and drawing pictures of birds and animals. What did Bhaiya do all day? So Bhaiya read books all day. Why was Munna not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made for him? So Munna was not happy with the timetable that Bhaiya made because there was no time to play in it. How do you think that Munna felt when his brother was so strict with him? Why was Bhaiya so strict with him? So Munna became sad and began to cry when his brother was strict with him. Bhaiya was strict with him because it was his duty to care and that Munna would not waste his time. He wanted Munna to work hard. So Bhaiya was strict with Munna because he wants Munna to be very brave in studies, and it was his bhaiya's duty to remain strict with him. Whose character do you like more, Munna's or Bhaiya's? Why? So you have to tell that whose character you like most. So I like Bhaiya's character more than Munna's. It appears that Bhaiya was a bookworm, still he didn't pass his classes. But in fact, Bhaiya had more qualities than Munna. So Bhaiya was always reading the books, but he couldn't pass the exam. But he has more qualities than Munna. He felt that Munna was his responsibility. He was strict with Munna because he loved him. He was not good at studies, but he had experience. So he was strict with Munna. I hope you have understood the chapter.